a bite. Oh, baby, what we got? Pretty good pulling fish here. Oh my God, I got a giant. I have absolutely got a giant. Please stay on. Oh, please stay on.
LP SmartSide is the next generation of siding. This family of exterior trim and siding products are engineered using advanced siding technology to give homeowners the warmth and beauty of traditional wood with the durability of LP engineered wood. Help shield your home from harsh weather and termites with LP SmartSide's complete line of high-performance products, sure to complement any building style, and backed with a limited warranty. Protect your home for years to come. Find them online at lpcorp.com. That's lpcorp.com.
Come to daddy. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Gotcha. Whew. It has been a long, long morning. And I don't know what's wrong with this fish. It looks like it's been hit by a boat, actually, or a turtle. That is a really, that fish has got something wrong with him. Let me get this. Anyway, whew, that's what a little 6-inch Texas rig worm will do for you. Look at that tail, it is just wore slam out. This fish has been on bed. Now I'm not sure about all this other damage. We've got a really sore mouth and a spot right behind the top of his gill plate I'm not sure about, but that tail is wore from fanning beds, or don't know about that mouth. I'm not sure about that. It's not something I've seen before. But I do need to get a picture of her. Get situated. Oh my goodness. That is a big old long large mouth. If I can get everything in order, keep her in the water till I'm ready. I think she's about ready to go. Camera's ready. Let's get you up here, girl. Longer than my board again. Let's see if I can get this thing stretched out. Unbelievable. There, I think that'll work. That's a big old fish right there. 21. Man, if that tail had not been wore off, that'd be a 22-inch fish. As it stands, she's gonna be 21 1/4. At least. Oh, she's getting ready to get loose. I can't hardly keep her situated. get her revived. She just does not seem to be, I'm not sure why that mouth of hers is all just beat up. And that knot on her head, that chunk of, I don't know if she's been hit by a boat or what, but she's just did not fight like she should have, really. I knew it was heavy, but this fish should have fought a lot harder. She's about ready to go. She's trying to rip out of my hands now, so I know she's good to go. And I'm gonna let her go back and do, oh, she's gonna jump, oh. I think she's ready to go. I think I'll leave my board stretched out. Every time I fold it back up, I catch a fish bigger than the board. I'm not complaining about catching too big a fish. That is not generally my problem. Guys, what I'm out here doing again today, which is what I've done the past couple of times I've been to Lake Catoma, is on my way, I'm fishing down one side of the bank, fishing main lake points out in the deeper water. I figure all the fish have spawned. Many have moved it back out on the main lake points. That's where that last fish came from. That just so happens to be by one bite so far of the day, and luckily I got that one bite to hold on. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna make a few casts. I'm gonna basically fan cast some of these longer points that run out into the deep water toward the channel, and then just move on to the next one and work my way up to the 157 bridge. And that's about my limit when I put in on this end of the lake. I'll work my way down one side, fish all the structure I believe is relevant or possibly gonna hold a fish for the day, and I'll work down the other side coming back. Unfortunately, the wind is taking me away from the truck, so going back home is gonna be difficult. So hopefully it's gonna be worth it. If we can get one or two more 21, 22 inch largemouth, it'll be well worth it. That was a blast, and hopefully we can get another one. I think while the wind's got me halfway turned this way, it's wanting to point me straight out into the middle of the lake, and I don't want to run right up in the shallows and fish. So I'm fishing deep, bringing it up on the point. I think by the next trip I'm going to run an anchor from both ends, so no matter which way the wind runs, I'll be able to set up a little better and be more prepared. I don't like being at the mercy of anything when it hampers my ability to set up properly, so I think I'm gonna correct that problem. But that fish was probably in about 10 feet of water around some stumps. I had bumped a couple of stumps. I felt it hit. This Fathomworks rod is very sensitive, and I know exactly when I bump a stump or a rock, and I had already hit a couple of stumps and rattled it around on a couple, and I think that noise banging off that stump attracted that fish. This feels like a soft bottom where I'm at right now, coming up a hill. I mean, you can watch my rod. Well, if you can see it, it is just barely tugging along, and it feels soft. It's not scrubbing like it's on a rock, at least not yet. Now when it starts coming up that hill a little bit better, I'll catch a rock or an old stump and I'll feel every little one of them. And a lot of times when you feel that bump off of a stump, or you rattle it on a rock or scrape it across the rock, that's when you really need to be ready for a bite, because a lot of times right after you do that, you'll get bit. When something out of the ordinary, I mean, they can feel that vibration. They have a lateral line that runs down the length of their bodies, and they feel vibrations that way. And when a fish runs into something, or there's a school of fish swim by, or a crawfish scoots across the bottom, they feel that vibration and they go toward it. Now this wind is just killing me out here today.
LP SmartSide is the next generation of siding. This family of exterior trim and siding products are engineered using advanced siding technology to give homeowners the warmth and beauty of traditional wood with the durability of LP engineered wood. Help shield your home from harsh weather and termites with LP SmartSide's complete line of high-performance products, sure to complement any building style, and backed with a limited warranty. Protect your home for years to come. Find them online at lpcorp.com. That's lpcorp.com.
Yak lights, the industry standard for kayak lighting. Assembled in the USA and including a lifetime warranty on all lights, you can rest assured that you will have the best looking boat on the water. Yak lights are made from solid aluminum, making them the toughest light strips on the market. Our lights are designed for the professional angler who wants to be safe on the water while remaining discreet. Yak lights, light up the night.
Now I had a bite that time that I didn't set the hook on, which was my fault. I first thought I ran it into a stump, but it pulled back. So I'm gonna lay the worm down and put the jig out there and give it another look. And it could be one or two fish, it could be a school of fish, but maybe a different look will trigger one more strike, give me another chance. I don't know. There it is. Always give them a second chance if you can. Sometimes they'll come back. That's not a bad fish either. Not as big as the first one. Oh my goodness, but a lot healthier. Come on in here. Come on in here. Oh yeah. What a tough fish. There we go. Fat little thing. I don't think this one's gonna be 15 inches, but I'm gonna tell you what. Oh, I like to lost him. But a much, oh, so close. If that tail keeps stretched, it'll make it. Much stronger. Well, that's a spot. But that other largemouth was sick. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was sick. It had some issues. So this one fought. This one's not near as the size, but way heavy, or way stronger. I mean, way stronger. Oh, easy, easy, easy. And gone. I just don't have the touch for keeping them still. Like I lost a rod during all that. Some people can let them fish lay on that board and they'll just lay there and they'll get a picture with no hands. I haven't mastered that yet. But that's the second fish, Main Lake Point. We're now right in the middle of the day. The sun's overhead. And instead of the bite turning off, to me it seems like the bite's turning on. And I have, that fish is really, you can say I've been into the rocks and stumps, beating and banging. That was brand new this morning. And really sharp, very good jigs. Works very well with ST crawl, gives it a really good profile. There might be another one out there. Boy, that thing hit. I can't believe how the size difference in that fish and the first fish and that other fish was just really lethargic. Just came straight on in. I knew it was heavy, but this spot, it fought 3 times as hard. I'm sure you can hear this wind is really kicking up. Now I'm sitting in about 3 or 4 feet of water throwing out. The point runs out and comes out here and crosses and runs straight out toward the main lake. Normally I like to sit in deep water and throw all around on the point. I just can't do that today with this wind. I'm having to sit where the wind puts me. And buddy, I can feel every rock and contour of the bottom and hole and the grass when it gets to the grass line. And when you start bumping stuff, that one, same way. When I started bumping stuff, I felt bumps along the bottom. Things were changing on the bottom. Bam, I got hit. And I'm feeling it again now. I'm feeling where the bottom is changing. I'm feeling rocks. I'm gonna work this jig back and forth in different directions like a crawfish might walk along the bottom. I'm gonna put it back out there so I don't get in the anchor rope. I'm gonna give this jig a couple more, couple shots. I'm gonna put the worm back out there because we have had a bite on the worm on this point. So I wanna give it another try. Matter of fact, I'm gonna work this jig in and then I'll go ahead and try the worm again. There's a bite. Another pretty good fish. You gonna come up, boy? I say it's good, I hadn't seen it. You gonna let me see you? Oh yeah, that's a good fish. Good fish. Good strong fish. Another spot. We're about 4 or 5. Oh, he's barely hooked. I almost knew that was happening. I could see him just barely in the top lip. That was a big pretty spot. We're about 4 or 5 points down toward the bridge from the last fish. That was another probably 16, 17 inch spot right there. But I changed baits. We got partly cloudy skies, and I've gone to a cream ST stick bait, which actually, I don't know if that's going to show up, changes color in the sunlight. It'll go from brown to purple, brown and purple. And I'm fishing it on a Mulberry River wobblehead jig. It's a 1/2 ounce, which will get it down there quick. It's a big profile bait, and oftentimes it attracts bigger fish, which that one right there was a pretty big fish. I just didn't happen to get it in the boat. I could see it was just barely by the top lip, and it was probably destined to come off from the time, as I had made a really long hook set, and sometimes you get them in, sometimes you don't. At least that one got shown up on camera, so we're gonna put her back out there and work this point a little bit more. Like I said, I've skipped several points even getting a bite, and then all of a sudden you get out here on one particular point and there'll be fish. I don't know the difference. They've all got a grass line that's pretty predominant. It's going way out in the water. They've all had rocks and some stumps, but some are holding fish. Others don't seem to have anything, and sometimes that's hard, that's just a puzzle that you have to figure out, and I've really not figured it out today. It's kind of hit and miss. The only thing that's consistent is the points themselves. They're about the same depth. The fish are coming in about 10 or 12 feet of water. They're not on the bank. And there's spots and largemouth both that we've caught. So I haven't really dialed that pattern in yet. I'm in the ballpark, but they seem to be feeding on the bottom. I've tried a spinnerbait in all different water columns. I've tried a floating worm all in the grass, nothing. Only when I'll go to a bottom bait such as a jig or a worm is when I've got my fish. Now I'm making long casts, but I'm making them in water that's really not that deep, because these little points and these flats, they run way out toward the middle of the lake, and they're not that deep. I could probably cast 75 yards out there and it'd still not be but 10 or 15 feet deep. But when you begin to get into the hard structure, like right now I'm in some rocks, I can feel them. And bumping those rocks seems to be a big part of the puzzle today. That noise seems to be one of the main attractants. There's one. What we got here? Do we have another good one? I ain't seen him yet. Come on up, buddy. Oh yeah, good fish. Good fish. There goes Spot. There goes Spot. Come back here. As you can see, by the sound and the sights, I have made it to the 157 bridge, and it paid off. The windy journey landed me a big old fat spot. And I'm gonna do my best to get a picture of this one without letting her get away. If I can get set up without letting her get away. Oh yeah. Nearly a 18-inch spotted bass. Matter of fact, it is very close to 18. Alright, get you some more water, start over. Boy, that like to have been a disaster.
LP SmartSide is the next generation of siding. This family of exterior trim and siding products are engineered using advanced siding technology to give homeowners the warmth and beauty of traditional wood with the durability of LP engineered wood. Help shield your home from harsh weather and termites with LP SmartSide's complete line of high-performance products, sure to complement any building style and backed with a limited warranty. Protect your home for years to come. Find them online at lpcorp.com. That's lpcorp.com.